Hi, the 6th episode of Trood Diving course, and it's time to discuss Web3. If you are already familiar with what it is and how it works, please refer to the shortcut where we will discuss Trood specific stuff. And here I have to start with a disclaimer. The scope is huge and some points are controversial. I've never been at the origins of Web3. I didn't design any layer 1 protocol, but I have a degree in cryptography. I developed smart contracts and I designed a protocol for Trood revenue share tokens. It looks like I can speak both Web3 and human languages, so I hope you might find something interesting here. And the important part is that all the definitions and statements here are very simplified in order to serve quite a broad audience. So please, for the specific details, read something after you watch the episodes. Of course, there are references in the community and you can join and discuss and see and learn more. There are thousands of videos about what is Web3 and how it works, and I will have to start with another one, but I will try to be brief. I will try to go from a different angle, and I will try to highlight mostly the things we address in Trood, namely what Web3 offer for product creators and their audiences in order to do great things with product creations and product promotion. And I will try to stay far away from cryptocurrencies, as they have been highlighted millions of times everywhere. So I will try to have this broad topic as narrow as possible. And the last but not least, I'm not any kind of a legal advisor. I don't do any legal advice whatsoever. So a blockchain.
I would refer to it as a database of the future, which is already present. It's a database which is decentralized, so it's everywhere, which is transparent, so it can be viewed by anyone, and which is secure, so any data there can be proven to be placed and stored correctly. Thanks to those smart guys, blockchain can store not just data, but also smart contracts, very basically sets of functions, which are transparent, decentralized, and secure as well. So you know what exactly should happen when calling a smart contract and passing some parameters there.
Does it mean that blockchain solves fraud or other malicious actions? Of course not. Actually, as a new technology, blockchain provides new fraud instruments along with mechanisms to prevent them. But as a key example of what a blockchain can really offer is a mechanism of crypto tokens. A token is a digital asset stored in a blockchain. You can think of it as a coin, a ticket, a digital grain, or whatever you like. And due to blockchain's nature, everybody can see how many tokens there are and where they are. In the blockchain, tokens belong to wallets, and wallets are addresses in that decentralized database. So if you issue a token and share it among 100 of your friends, anybody will see 100 wallets associated with your token. And it's not necessary to publish persons beyond those wallets. It goes out of the blockchain dimension.
As all good things, tokens are already regulated. FATS identifies 3 types of tokens: community tokens, utility tokens, and security tokens. Community tokens are like candy wraps you can give to anybody so they just can feel belonging. Utility tokens are tokens that promise some services or sometimes goods, which are however not yet interesting to IRS. For example, utility token owners can get exclusive content, discounts, or free drink on your offline event. The most complex tokens legal-wise are security tokens, which might be considered to be digital analog for shares or security notes and so treated as an investment instrument. They are heavily regulated and you must always talk to lawyers before you jump into security tokens. The nature of a token is described in its smart contract, and there might be other smart contracts working with the particular token as an argument.
Finally, the truth part. We are shouting out loud that Web3 is far beyond cryptocurrencies, and it's our mission to show that it can be used for good on a pure algorithmical level. Imagine you want to launch a new product. You will involve people in order to do that, and usually you have either to pay them money or to give them product shares. Paying money is good if you have them, but it brings additional risks for you in the case of the project is not successful, and also it doesn't bring additional motivation to your contractors in the further product success. Giving shares might be the solution, but it also brings lots of risks, especially if it concerns key team shares allocation. Imagine that your key team involvement does not correspond to the share allocation, or the product has to go through a set of pivots which will change team structure, and it all will affect the team engagement, and it can affect product success. Additionally, it's quite hard to structure shares in the beginning, and you will still have to pay lawyers and financial consultants. As you could imagine, the solution might be issuing tokens, but there are two major questions here. The first is which type of token is to issue and how would it work. And the second is how to make people and yourself believe in tokens, especially within all that scam hustle. You could just issue community tokens just to gamify and kind of engage your supporters. But if you want something more serious, you will have to issue at least utility tokens. You can provide discounts or some services for token holders, but it's usually not enough to motivate investors, key team players, and anybody engaging truly deep. There is such a thing called tokenomics.
It's exactly the economics of your token. How much tokens are you planning to issue and when? What would they provide to their holders? How you see their price related to cryptocurrencies or real-world money called fiat, and further. Tokenomics is a separate, wide, and important topic discussed on different portals and within Trood community. There are some tokenomics templates, and I will share one here, the one which lays under Trood Revenue Share Token, or TRST, which we offer anybody to use. The core idea is very simple. You issue and distribute a token which you promise to later buy from its holders for some fixed price. You can publish a smart contract which will buy those tokens automatically and to allocate a fraction of your further revenues and maybe investments to this contract. You can also sell a part of those tokens with a discount to the buyout contract. This will guarantee project investors a certain upside from investments, and it also provides some certainty to your contractors to whom you offer the token as a motivation.
There are three narrow parts here. The first is that the fixed upside might be not much of the investor's interest. The second is that the obligation to allocate a part of revenue to buy out tokens puts an additional pressure to the business, which is bad for early stages. And the third is that the obligation to buy out tokens points the token to be considered as a security token with all the legal consequences. The first two issues are happily solved by one mean. The idea is that as you get some resources issuing your first token, you can come up with a more comprehensive tokenomics, and you can grow your business, and you can get a better business model, and you can have further model through further growth and expansion. And you can issue new tokens, or you can issue shares, and you can offer your first token holders to exchange their tokens to the new instrument. So basically, the first tokens you issue are just an insurance for token holders that you will be back with something bigger, and they will not lose in case the project succeeds. And the third matter is something a bit more interesting. So actually, the best way to avoid considering token as a security token is to avoid this obligation to buy it out. Better to state it as an intention to buy it out. This might sound like a trick, but actually it is not. The deal is that the venture world is a very reputation-based. And so it's to the best of the token issuer's interest to buy out the tokens they issue in the case the project succeeds. And there are lots of protocols which allow to bind the crypto identity to the real identity. And for example, Trood integrates with those protocols, and we are coming up with our own platform, Trood Token Place, which allows to monitor the whole token activity for a person. So this is a separate big scope, and you're welcome to join the community to discuss this and to see the instruments, and even to participate in the development of Trood Token Place. Also, please bring your experience and your projects there. Last part about the tokens is that, of course, you can bind images to them, you can bind music, sounds, and to make them NFTs. You can engage the whole community, you can attract celebrities and do some amazing stuff with this promotion. We will discuss more about this in our next episode, considering community-driven business development. Keep in touch. Thank you very much.